I want to ask y'all a question.
Mm.
So Blue Origin flight with the ladies,
Yeah.
what were your takeaways from that?
I don't know how Blue Origin really moves us forward beyond those old airplane flights. It's the same principle. You're not really going into superior orbit. You're going into super low Earth orbit and coming in a descent which is fast enough for you to experience zero G. Cool. I guess the question is why these women? I know Aisha Bowe, she's a former NASA person, so that's cool.
I think the ultimate takeaway for me is that we got an opportunity to see the equivalent of just regular people, not trained astronauts, go really high above the Earth, which hopefully portends that eventually space flight becomes something that is not limited to people who have had months and months of training, who are engineers and who are pilots and military trained and all that kind of stuff. It's supposed to give us some hope that any of us will one day be able to get on a flight and travel to the moon colony.
I am challenged with some of the details of the landing in particular and how that was presented.
Mhm.
And it just left me with a lot of questions as to why was that so casually done. In particular, around what Mo was talking about is the future of that kind of travel experience. That didn't look like that was well orchestrated. I really adore Aisha, right? I had a really great time interviewing her for that project.
Yep.
And, I've had projects with Jet Propulsion Laboratories. That was some of my first things out of grad school and it made all the difference in the world to me. But there were a lot of questions that I had about how private operators have operated these types of things.
So when you talk about NASA and you talk about space travel, there's something that comes along with the bureaucracy of government. There's a hyper-regulation that comes along with it and a normalization that comes along with it to where you don't see a landing, like to your point, Lemaire, it looks kind of like, what? Right? And you can get it. why they letting Gail stumble around, right? Like, and so when you have privatization, you've got two different companies that have different ideas. One that would put people in a submarine and they're going to have the Logitech controller, and the other one is going to dig into the regulations and the things that NASA uses and is going to, minus the bureaucracy, be more close to the normal experience, hell, I would even just say the confidence that, like, hey man, can y'all land me if I go up there too?
Right.
Because part of the Blue Origin joint was like,
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.